Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 back again. And if I sound a little funny, I was just outside shoveling, so cold, nose, whole thing. Anyways, we're back here, Europa, doing a thing, and yeah, I'm just going to leave those for now. So, I got a comment from Nola Guy, and he suggested a change to my coding, and I think he's actually right on point. So the reason why my coding wasn't turning on the pumps as I expected them to is because I had inadvertently created a never-ending loop that I did not get out of. So I'll explain what I mean when I get over there, but should be anyways, pretty self-explanatory. So let's go over here. Oh yeah, I need to grab that thing. And then these have to go onto the filter. So filter there, and then that goes into there. Okay. So coding. So we're gonna grab this guy out of here, throw it in here, go right into editing. All right. So here's the issue, right? So we have this start, right? So this is the start of the loop, and then from here, we load, we set, blah 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 blah. We go through all this, right? But then we go into these branches, right? Now, regardless, unless the atmospheric pressure is in between these two, it's going to branch somewhere, right? So then this is going to branch to Atmo pump, right? So it's either going to go here or here, one of these two, and then it's going to go right back to start. All right, so that's back up here. And it's going to go right through again, get stuck, go down there, go right through, get here, stuck, down there. And it's never actually seeing these. So, Nola Guy suggested I use this set greater than, and so register equals 1 if A is greater than B, otherwise 0. And then, yeah, so this sets either a 1 or a 0, which is kind of what I need, because quite literally that's what I'm doing, right? So, I just have to figure out how to throw that in here. So we're going to set greater than Atmo pressure. If it's greater than 90, then this is what we set, which is going to be pump Atmo. Okay, so if I do that, so if A is greater than B, oh, the register goes first. Register equals 1. If this and that. Okay, so it's set up in a different way, which is kind of dumb, but okay. So pump Atmo. Okay, and then that sets a 1, otherwise it sets a 0. Okay. Now, how do we tackle this part? Would that be set less than? What does that look like? Because we want to, wait, hold on. I mean, there is a way to fix this with the branches. I would just have to go and jump to here, so I can go through here, jump to here, jump to here, jump to here, and then back. All right, so instead of going right back to the start, I just kind of jump in between these. So that would work too. Let's see. So if, oh, hey, check this out. They have a little scroll over thing. I think that's new. That is very, very useful. Okay. So okay, so we're going to set register equal to 1 if A is greater than B. Otherwise, it'll set a 0. So we have either a 1 or a 0. So I guess that's fine, right? Wait, so then okay, hang on. So this would have to be a set less than, because it's going to set a 1, right? So if our atmospheric pressure is less than 90, actually, no, hold on. No, I think Okay, so no, because I want this to set as 0 if it's here. Okay, hang on. Okay, so if we're less than 75, I want to turn this on. Okay. And then see, but now once it's turned on, how do I turn it back off? That would have to be a set greater than, right? But no, because that's going to set a 1, and I want to set a 0. What other things do we have in here? Because I want kind of like an either or thing. So I don't think the set greater than or set less than can do that. I mean, we've got all the branches here, which, you know, fine. There's a ton of them. Get address? What is that? That's cool. Halt and catch fire. What? What is this? Okay. Why would you want that? Okay, that's just weird. Okay, so then we have all of our loads. Then we have our register functions here. We have our nors, knots, ors, peaks, pokes. Peaks and pokes, okay. Some pops, some pushes. Okay, so then we have a put, we have a push, we have a put, we have a putted. I'm just having fun. Okay, register, that's absolute. I'm not even going to try to mess with those things. Store, batch, device hash, logic type. Okay. Register, sequencing. No, that's set equal to something. I don't know. SGT, SLAs, SLEs. Okay, hang on. Would this just be like another set less than? So if our no, because this will turn on until I get it exactly to 90, so it's not actually gonna do what I want it to do. I could throw some math in here, maybe. And then I could say, like, if value between 75 and 90 turn on or something. Or I could just have that just set that value to something. That could work too, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to need a variable in here. So we're going to alias var x as r4. Okay. So we're going to load but I'm going to need an if. Do I have LG whatever something? Okay, because I'm pretty sure that this isn't going to work for what I want, because it'll give me to an exact value but not a range, and I want it to be a range. Okay, so load, let's see, load, there's no load less than, okay. Let's just look up L, that's only gonna find me L, okay, that's great. All kinds of branches all through here. Okay, so how do we do greater than, less thans? I need it to do math, or at least logic. And I don't want to have to do it with branching and stuff. Is there not a way to do that? This is all just branching and stuff. Okay, so we have add, alias. Can we do like a less than? Floor, integer, largest integer less than a. That's a register function, that's not what I need. Wait, no, hold on. Register equals largest integer less than a. And then I'm assuming that ceiling would be the opposite of that. No? There's a ridiculous amount of branching in here. Oh, so there's ceiling. Cosine, define, divide, exponent, floor, get. Jump it, no, no. Load, batch, load, batch, not something. Nope, that's not what I want either. We have maxes and mins, we have moves, multiplies, nors and nots and ors. That's not gonna work either. Okay, hang on. Maybe I have to use the set. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this that way. It will set a 1 or something. Okay, so set greater than, the register is gonna be var x, and then we're gonna look at atmo pressure, and okay, so set if it's greater than 75, we want that to be a 1, right? So that sets this to that. And then we have to set less than var x atmo pressure 90. Okay, so now if it is greater than this and less than this, it should keep a 1 in here. Otherwise, if it's below this or above this, it should throw in a 0. Okay. And then, once I've got that little bit of logic in there, So then we're going to set pump at mo on equal to var x. I think that'll work. So let me just run it through my head real quick. So let's say that we're at 60, right? So set greater than var x. So we are not greater than. No, that has to be a less than. Okay, so set less than 75. We want to turn it on, all right? So then if it's between this, we want that to be a 0, which means that this has to be SGT. Wait, no. No, that has to be less than. But then that's just going to give me. No, that's not going to work either. Okay, so let's go about this a different way. If we're less than 90, we want to turn it on, right? Wait, no, I've already got this. Okay, hang on. Okay, so that'll cover everything from 0 all the way up to 90. It'll give us a 1. That's, hang on. And then set greater than. $75. Okay, so let's run through this. So if it's less than, let's say it's 60, right? So that'll immediately turn var x into a 1. And then if this is greater than 75, which it is not, then that'll immediately turn the var x back to a 0, and it won't turn the pump on. Okay, so that's not going to work either. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. Unless I, oh, okay. What would be the point of inverting the values? Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so if less than 75 and greater than 90, okay, so if we're less than, okay, so once again, if we're at 60, right? We want that to be, no, that's not going to work either. I mean, we want it to turn off if we're greater than 75. We want to turn on if we're less than 90, right? Okay, so then if we put 60 through here, 60 is not greater than this, so it'll set a 0, but 60 is less than 90, so that'll turn our var x into a 1. Now let's say that it's at 76, set greater than this, okay. So yeah, 76, this will give us a 1, and that's still less than 90, so it'll still give us a 1. Now let's say that we're at 91. Are we greater than this? Yes, so it'll give us a 1. But are we less than 90? No, we are not, so it'll give us back to a 0. Is that going to work? so this is going to be var x, and this is going to be 20 and 35. Oops. Right, I just need to put in var x. Now we'll take that out. So that gets rid of all of this. Okay, now pump O2. Set pump O2 on and have that equal to our var x. Okay, 0.15, and then we do throw in var x into here, throw var x into there. This is 55 and 70. And this also gets a var x. Var x, okay. So this will immediately try to put it up to the highest value, I think. I'm not sure how I feel about this. But we can then get rid of all of this as well. Okay. And this has to be a set, save, or store, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So let's say that we're at 76 here, right? So that's immediately going to turn it on until we hit 90. So it's going to keep on pumping until it hits 90. That's not necessarily what we want. Once it hits or is above 75, we want it to turn off. But then, I mean, if I want to do that, then it's going to go exactly to 75, and then it'll try to maintain exactly 75, which I don't want it to do. This is hurting my brain. I mean, like, if this was my other coding, I understand completely that this is not the same thing. But I would say if value is less than this and this value is less than that, then do something. So what if, okay, so what if I put in a var y in here as well? var y, and then that'll just be r5, I guess. Okay, so we have now two variables. Okay. And then I think this is where we can use the and. And operation on the binary representation of two values. So each bit is the result determined by, okay, so then we're going to need another one here, I suppose. So alias var z r6, okay. So we set this, sorry, we're looking here, right? So if we're greater than 75, we're going to get a 1. But I think we want to do this as less than 75. Or, wait, hold on. And then we're going to need an AND operation in here, and this will be to var z, and it's going to look at var x and var y. So if var x and var y are the same thing, both bits set to 1, otherwise the resulting bit. Okay, hold on. So this isn't a true AND then, because 2 zeros would also give you a true statement. On the binary representation of two values, each bit of the result is determined by evaluating the corresponding bits of the input values. If both bits are 1, the resulting bit is set to 1. Otherwise, the resulting bit is set to 0. So this is not actually true AND. So the AND table, if I can just type that in real quick. So we have like AND, right? So we're going to have X, we're going to have Y, and then, so let me see. So if X is 0, and Y is 0, and then X is 0, Y is 1, and then this is 1, and this is 0, and then that is 1, and that is 1, right? So those are our only options here. So then your Z resulting value, because both of these are the same, so this and this are the same. At least I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. Let me just verify. Could be talking a whole lot of nonsense right here. And truth table. Oh. I guess that is correct. So what was I thinking of where... Okay, well, I suppose if you think about it in terms of voltages instead of bits, I think it makes a bit more sense. Because if you have no voltage going in there to determine if you have a bit, then of course you're not going to get any power out of it. So that kind of makes sense. Okay. Okay, so we want this to be a 1 if it's outside of our boundary. Okay. So then if we are less than 75, I want it to be a 1. Oh no, that's not going to work. Damn it. It's messing me up, man. Because if we're greater than 90, we don't want a 1 there. We want a 0. So... Brain, you need to work. Okay, so if we're less than 75, turn it on. Otherwise, turn it off. So let's just simplify this the very most highest extent that we possibly can. Register 1 if A less than B, otherwise 0. So then this register has to go to, Yeah, like I would need to specify that. So not just pump at mode, but also on. So I know what to set it to. So I think this SLT is only for registers, which is, I think I'm going to need the var x for that. And then turn that off. I'm just doing this temporarily until I can figure out if this is actually what I need to do or not. And we'll jump back to the start. Okay. Now if I were to add all this up, 75, that's 0.8. So it's not going to be exactly what we want it to be, which I think is probably fine. All right, and then I don't need this or this. Okay, so let's just confirm, export, throw that in there, see what these things do. Okay, so it's pumping in nitrogen. It is not pumping in oxygen or CO2. So, should it be pumping in CO2? Is the battery's dead? Okay. Why is the battery dead? I don't know. I feel like this thing specifically needs a bigger battery, because like I'm always using this thing. But it's fine. I'll just keep doing that. Okay. Okay, so our CO2 is at 11%, which I think is above our little limit thing here. Nitrogen is pumping, which is what we want. Now the pressure is above 90, so that means that our exhaust thing should be turning on, and it is not. Okay. Set less than 75. Oh, right. This is for the Atmo pump, so this has to be greater than, whoops, no, greater than 90? I don't know. We'll just throw our 75 in there as just a placeholder. Okay, so confirm, export, throw it in there. That should be pumping it on. Okay, good. All right. What do I have all of these things set to? It's at 10. It's at 10. So basically, I want it to get up to where it needs to be first. So it is pumping in nitrogen just very, very slowly. So let's drop this down to like 5. It's going to make it even slower, but at least that'll let our exhaust kind of catch up. Maybe. Let's see. going to set device is going to be our debug. Logic type is going to be pressure. No. I have to load that into something first, and then I have to read off of that. Okay. Alright. So, store or whatever. So this is going to be debug. Logic type is setting, and that's going to be atmo pressure. Confirm. Borrow that real quick if you don't mind. There we go. We're at 90.83, 0.82. Okay, good. So it is going down. And then CO2 is going up, or sorry, nitrogen is going up. And we're still going to need our pollutant to be fixed. So let's do that real quick. Let's grab our brown. Should this be? Sure, we'll just make this brown. It's fine, right? Then we need some of these. And then, let's see, gonna need a wrench. That is our filtered output, I believe. No, that is unfiltered. Okay, so that has to go back into the atmosphere. This is our filtered, right? Yeah, okay, so that's incorrect then. Okay, so that can go there, and then this needs to be replaced with this. There we go. Okay, so that can go there, and we have to get out our paint again. Okay. And then we just need the filters in here, so let me go make some of those. And then we probably want to try to pull any nitrous oxide out of the air as well. But I should probably make an IC for that. So it'll only turn on when there's actually something in there. So we'll make that. I need electrum. I have 50 grams. We'll just throw that straight into here. Keep it in there. All right. And then let's see. This cowl can go there, I guess. And then right, filters. I could do heavy filters, I guess. I need stellite for that. Astrolabe, waspaloy. Okay, so let's make some stellite. Alright, let's see. Don't need so stellite. There we go. So that is silver, cobalt, and twice as much silicon. Silver, cobalt, twice as much silicon. Why is there wreckage in here? There we go. Need you to empty faster, sir. Okay. Why is that putting out heat? Wait, hang on. First off, let's throw this in here. Okay, how are we doing on heat inside of here? Heat and pressure. 90 kilopascals, 786 degrees in there. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's not going to break, I am completely fine with that. All right. And we need 10 to 20 megapascals and 1.8 K of temperature. Okay, we've got our temperature. That's good. And there we go. Okay, so stellite. There we go. And then should also put in no, that's not what I want. Nitrous heavy. Right, and we have another little thing here. I will program that for the filter so it only turns on when it needs to turn on. And that should hopefully save the filters. Now, granted, I'm putting in heavy filters, so these are going to last a long time anyways, so I'm not really worried about that. Okay. There we go. All right, so that can go there. Just turn those off for now. That is all drained out. How are you doing? 66, okay. Okay, we're at 88, good. That has turned off. We're still pumping in nitrogen, so we should be gaining, yep. Okay, good. Now we're above 90, so that should have kicked back on. Good. All right. So I think that's working, sort of, maybe. I have no idea. Okay, so right. Throw this into here. We're going to edit Let's clear everything here, and then we're going to pull in gas filter, local IC, yep, overwrite. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 of these. And I'm just gonna kind of clean this one up a little bit. Okay, so we have 2, right? So we're going to be GTZ. That's probably not going to work, is it? So this needs to turn idle if either one of these is that. Okay. So this isn't exactly this easy. This is going to need an OR command, and then let's see, set greater than 0. Okay, so if this is, hang on, let me see, var x, which I'm gonna have to put in here, I think, and that is going to be R0. So we're gonna set var, no, is that not how this works? Register equals 1 if a is greater than 0, otherwise 0. Right, I have to actually tell it that I want var 0. Okay, so get rid of these explanations, don't need them. Alias var x R0, I guess. No, it's going to be R2. Then alias var y to R3. Okay, so if R0, which is pulling off of this, is greater than 0, set var x to 1. And then set greater than 0 var y. I'm going to set that to R1. So if we have either of these in here, that'll give us a 1. And now we want to jump. Well, first we have to. Damn it. Alias var z R4. Okay. So then we're going to do an OR, and then this is going to be var z, and then var x and var y. So if either x or y is 1, this will turn var z into a 1. And then this goes to var z. And then this is also var z. Okay. So if either one of these is a 1, that'll make var z also equal to a 1. And then it'll turn it on. And then we'll go back to main and we'll just kind of keep loading through here. And then if one of these is 0 but the other one is 1, then that OR still goes. So it'll still be set to a 1. So it'll still turn it on. And it's only when both of these are at 0 that the filter will turn off. Okay. Confirm, export. All right. So that can go into there. And then we'll throw in this filter and, nope, not that filter, need that filter, that filter. All right. So that should, oh right, I need power. Might help, right? Do I want to pull that off of here? Yeah, I probably want to pull it off of here. Okay. Well, I do have power up there. I think it would be a shorter distance, maybe. Actually, I wouldn't even need to do that, because I can put the corner in here. Yeah. Oops. There we go. That can go there, that can go there. And then this can go right along into here. And then go up. There we go. So that should be on. Active, idle, active, idle, active, idle. It's kind of bouncing around in here. Is it just bouncing between these things? Uh-oh. All right, so question, did I mess something up? So set greater than 0. I mean, I'd have to see what these things are doing, right? Okay, so I think I need to do a different kind of OR function. So there's XOR, exclusive OR. There's also NOR. Can we do it XOR? If I can spell it. Forms bitwise, logical, exclusive OR, operation, blah, blah, blah. Each bit is determined by blah, blah, blah. If the bits are different, one bit is 0 and the other is 1, the resulting bit is 0, or is 1. If the bits are the same, both 0 or both 1, the resulting bit is set to 0. Isn't that the same thing as an OR? Wait, no. OR is even if they're both on, right? I'm having a hard time with my thing here, so yeah, okay. So no, that was correct. All right, cancel. This thing is still like bouncing between things. ¿Por qué? It's like it's pulling out and putting it back in instead of filtering it out. Why? So that's the output. Output 2. There's the input. So everything that's filtered comes out of here. So that'll be either that or that will come out here, or at least it should. And then whatever is not this or that should come out here, right? Why is it bouncing? Okay, now it's just set to idle. Okay. Sir, what is the malfunction here? Okay, hang on. Let me get rid of all of this jumping around and shit. Sorry, didn't mean to swear. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's see, we're going to set db, logic type is idle. Okay. Now, do I need this to be inverted? Because if this is going to be a 1, right, then if the idle is 1, does that mean that it's actually idling, or does that mean that it's not idling? Okay, that is not what that is. Atmospherics. Oh, that's just going to be the on that we're setting, right? Well, I don't think that's what we need either. What was that set at before? Oh, mode. Okay. So let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. We'll try this again. Set db mode var z. So that way, if it's on, it's on. If it's off, it's off. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but we'll give it a try. Confirm, export. Sir, it's not what I wanted you to do. Okay, no, it's still bouncing around. Why are you still bouncing around? Like, I don't... Why are you turning off is my question. Okay, let's take this back out. Is there like a wait? There isn't. I thought there was a thing that you could set like a number of seconds to wait or something. No, I know I can just put like multiple yields in there and it would do the same thing. But I would rather do this thing. floor get load, more load, max min, mod, move, nor not, or peek, poke, pop, push, put. Select lots of sets or stores, sorry, sleep, that's what it was. Okay, so we will sleep for 5 seconds. Confirm. Export. Grab it again. Active. 4, 5. Why isn't, what is going on? Why are you not doing what you were supposed to be doing? Unless it is. We're at 0.444. Now we're at 0.3938. Now we're back up to 4.43. What? Why is it not pushing the stuff out, is my question. Is something broken? Do I not have this thing connected properly? I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be connected. Do I need a one-way valve in here? I mean, like, is that what... I have no idea what's going on. And we're actually well over an hour or two in the video, so... Why don't things just work? That is my question for the class. Why don't things just work? It's not that hard. It's not like I'm doing anything crazy here. I just want to push the stuff out, have it get pushed out, and stay out. Okay, why is this pushing all of the... Is it because there was too much pressure? Is that what's going on? Okay, so it's... Okay, so is it actually, like, working now? Like, what's... I mean, it's still hopping in between active and inactive. I mean, putting the sleep in there helped, I think, but I don't know why it's... I don't know why. Like, I don't understand what it's doing. But at least with the one-way valve in here, it's not going to push all of the other stuff in there. So I'm hoping maybe as the filters in the floor above us go through and start filtering through all of this stuff. I mean, there's not much in there, to be honest. I mean, for the amount of molds in here, I would not expect that amount of pressure. And then over here, we have 1.3. Okay, I should probably check the filters up above and make sure that they're still good. And then, how are we looking in here? We're at 9.8% nitrogen. I mean, we're kind of getting there, maybe. We're at 436 moles of pollutant in here. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I don't know why it doesn't seem to be working. I mean, maybe it's because it's just pulling off of that one cowl and it needs, like, a whole network. I have no idea. But We're gonna go check those filters real quick and see if I need to replace any of them, because it seems like some of the gases aren't really filtering out, which I would expect them to be doing. Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah, let's just go here. Alright, how is our battery doing in here? Batteries are doing good. Batteries over here doing meh. That is 94%. 0%, 0%. Okay, so these need to change. Okay, so that's why it's not pulling out the CO2. Both of these are dead as well. Okay. Then nitrogen is good. Pollutant is also good. Okay. So we need CO2 and volatiles. Okay. And the reason why I'm pulsing the power is because I want to keep all that stuff in here until I have enough to actually take out. Okay, so let's head back upstairs, get some water, and then we'll make those filters real quick. Or you know, I'll just do the filters off camera, and you'll just have to trust that it's done. I don't know, man. We need like a between function or something. If value between this and this, then 1. And if you don't like that, then you just invert it. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here. We did go a little over. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. But that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.